the Movie Bar Podcast.
Welcome to the Movie Bar Podcast. Enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Movie Bar Podcast. I'm John.
I'm Justin.
I'm Billy.
Oh, it's Billy again this week. How you guys
Whatever.
doing? Well, the first week you were trying to... I'm Bill. I just want to be professional.
Yeah, I don't care.
How you guys doing this week?
Whatever.
If you wanted to be professional, I don't think you'd be here.
Got a point. How you guys doing this week? Good?
Yeah, I had a rough week, but bright side, watched a lot of movies.
I did the work of two people every day last week. And I did a bunch of shit for this podcast, so. All right. A little bit of housekeeping. So we all watched it. The Iron Claw. Have a quick little discussion about it.
It was well done. I like
Good movie overall. I mean, the one big glaring flaw is that god-awful Ric Flair.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but like when you have probably, I mean, he is one of the most recognizable figures in wrestling history, period. There is hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of promo of him talking, moving, his mannerisms, all of it. And that's what we got?
Yeah.
would have been better off bringing out Jay Lethal.
I mean, my God. They could have hired someone off the street standing in line for one of the shows, and they could have done it better.
Well, I mean, to their point, they weren't trying to focus on Ric Flair.
Yeah, and
No,
it wasn't like
but
100%
still.
accurate anyway. You know,
You want to give it. If you're gonna portray somebody with that kind of name, you kind of still have to give it the flair.
Yeah, true, but I mean,
come on.
that probably was the only downfall of the movie. I mean, it was really good.
I mean, because you could tell with the promo that he was giving that it was a Ric Flair promo. Like the words were similar, but
That probably was a legit
Yeah.
promo.
you gotta have them embellish, and you gotta have someone who can do it. Give it some justice.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
But
act. That's what you're there for. Act.
one of my biggest takeaways, if they ever do a Pee Wee Herman story or a Paul Rubens story, that dude that played Kerry Von Erich needs to play fucking Paul Rubens. That's all I could think about when he would be on the screen with fucking how much he looked like Pee Wee Herman with long hair.
jacked up.
Yeah.
He'd
But
have
no,
to lose about 75 pounds.
Yeah. But no, it was a good movie. Well done.
Yep.
A lot of hype around it when it first came out. Now it's out on DVD and Blu-ray, and it's been out on streaming for a while. But yeah, maybe someday we'll give it the full treatment in 5-10 years. So this coming Saturday and Sunday we have WrestleMania. I don't know what matches or what night, but we're going to run down the card and give our picks, and then next week we'll follow up to see how well we did. So first we have the WWE Universal title match, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. Does Cody finish the story? Bill?
Yeah, he does.
You're picking Cody over Roman?
Uh-huh.
Justin?
They have to. He needs
I
a
mean,
break.
yeah. I mean, at this point, they kind of have to.
I think so too. If
Although,
not,
I would love it if he doesn't. I would enjoy that.
Oh,
are you seeing the videos of the little kids crying because The Rock whooped his ass last week? They showed it on Raw tonight.
I would enjoy it if he did lose, because I mean, I get all the hype on it, but I don't know. I've never been crazy about Cody. So
yeah. All right. So that's Sunday night, and we know Saturday night, the bloodline of The Rock and Roman versus Cody and Seth. Billy, who do you got?
Rock and Roman.
Yeah, that's going to be Rock and Roman.
Has to be.
Uh-huh.
And they need the drama for the second night.
Yeah, you have to have the drama. You got to have all the cards stacked against Cody finishing the story.
Yeah, that's right. You
Gotta
got to
have
have the
all
interference.
the-
He's got to overcome the entire bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Cody and Seth with The Rock turning on Roman and setting up 41, but I think that will happen Sunday night.
Rock's just his heel work right now is just
No,
off
I
the
think
charts.
that you'll get Cody beating Roman, and then Roman will be gone for a little bit. Rock will probably either keep going or disappear. I don't know what his plan is, but at some point, when Roman comes back, The Rock will be chastising him. He'll be his crony. They'll go through all that, and then eventually one of them will turn on the other in some way, shape, or form, and it's gonna be that'll be their lead up to WrestleMania next year.
Yeah.
The turn will come sometime before Royal Rumble,
Like SummerSlam.
probably.
SummerSlam between
Somewhere
there
in the
and
summer.
I think
And
for Survivor
Survivor
Series,
Series. Yeah.
I could see The Rock, Roman, Jimmy, and Solo going into War Games against Cody, Seth, Jay, and somebody else.
Because The Rock's all about the long game these days. Because he's
It seems like the Triple H's thing now, because I mean, with Vince, everything was just kind of rushed. They seem to be drawing things out more.
I just mean with The Rock not having too many Hollywood projects these days.
I don't know. He's got Moana 2 coming out soon.
Yeah, but
All right.
he was going like a house of fire there for a while, and then he had that Black Adam snafu.
Yeah, but he still got the Fast X Part 2 and 3 coming out, so.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Dragging long story out.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So then we have
after the second.
The U.S. title triple threat match: Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and Logan Paul. Justin, who do you got?
I just want to see that Paul guy get his ass beat. So, but I mean, they kind of threw Kevin Owens in last minute, so it's probably going to wind up being fucking up Paul.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be Logan Paul. He's going to steal it and just.
I think Kevin Owens is going to win it finally. And don't forget, this weekend starts the Prime sponsorship in the ring.
Fuck that stupid bullshit.
Okay, the women's world title match, world women's title match. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley went head to head on the MMA Hour this morning. Billy,
Rhea.
I want Rhea to win. I want Rhea to win, but I think Becky's winning.
Yeah. Okay, Io Sky against Bayley for the WWE Women's title.
Bayley
all across the board.
That's the story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know Billy's pick for this one. Gunther versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title.
They're not putting Chad Gable, and he's not going to sneak in there somehow?
No, they just had Chad Gable training Sami Zayn.
Then, yeah, I'm going Gunther.
I knew you would go fucking Gunther. You always go Gunther. Justin?
Because Gunther's fucking awesome.
A lot of controversy around Gunther these days.
Oh, why?
Why?
So they do this thing in the WWE game they're called the Weekly Towers, where you play 5 matches and you get like a certain prize.
Mm-hmm.
So about 2 weeks ago, the prize was a Gunther Emerald card. And then they have this live event thing where you could, you have to use a certain card to complete a task. Sure. Well, that dropped today, but it says everybody won Gunther, but nobody has Gunther because they never gave him the card. They gave him
his fault.
Gave him a Dominic Mysterio silver card or something.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
I mean, I think this match hinges more on Cody and Roman than anything else, or even any of the other championship matches, because that's the only reason you take that belt off of Gunther.
Yeah.
Is
So-
if he's going on to face
Roman.
the next level. You know.
So if Gunther loses, that means Cody's going to win, and he's going to go after Cody.
Not necessarily. He might go after Drew or Seth or
Yeah.
Well,
who you
it's
picking?
Gunther.
Sammy as the Gunther?
I don't know. I'd rather see Gunther win.
Gunther.
Yeah.
I'm going Gunther too. He's on a hell of a reign. And actually, they announced tonight that Saturday, Roman Reigns will tie Hulk Hogan for the number of WrestleMania main events, and then on Sunday pass it. Like they're not doing that shit on. Like they're not doing that shit on purpose.
He'll be back next year.
Yeah. The world title match: Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre.
Drew. Drew's hot right now. Very hot.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Seth
going
needs
Drew.
Seth needs a break.
Yeah.
His
got a
back
movie
needs a break.
coming out.
Okay, LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
I fucking hate LA Knight, so I hope AJ Styles wins, but I know that's not the way it's going to go. LA Knight is such a terrible fucking character.
You're picking LA Knight, Billy?
Oh yeah.
I hate him.
I'm going LA Knight too.
It's nothing against his in-ring. I just think his character is...
Too much of a ripoff
Terrible.
between
It's just
Stone
terrible.
Cold.
Like, there's nothing to it. He just walks around talking like a loudmouth idiot.
Oh yeah.
He's like a slightly more proper Santino Marella.
The 10-year WrestleMania tradition,
Joke.
brother versus brother, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Are you yeet or no yeet?
The good Uso's going to win. I don't know which one that is.
Yeah, me neither. I think that's the yeet.
That would be
Yeah.
Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee versus Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar.
Ooh. Can't see Ray losing to his son.
I see Rey losing because of Carlito turning on him for not picking him.
Ooh, good. Yeah,
Mm,
that's true.
So I'm going Dominic and Santos.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
I
Justin,
don't know. Ray's been out for a while, so
Yeah.
I think it's going to go
old.
Ray.
you think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah. He might not have very many WrestleManias left in him there, guy.
Yeah.
He
Bianca,
is old.
yeah, he is.
Well, he might
Bianca-
want to. He might want to put over his son too. So I'm thinking I might go Dominic.
Okay. Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill versus Damage Control. I don't give a fuck who wins or loses
It's a
this
match
match.
I don't care about.
But I'm saying Bianca, Naomi,
yeah,
and
it's going to
Jade.
be that.
Yeah, there's no titles
they're
on
not,
the line in that one, right?
They're
Yeah,
not going to
no.
let the
Yeah, no.
Damage Control win that. Not with their new toy.
So
I like how they're putting her in there with with 5 other fucking girls.
yeah.
So is that way she can't kill anybody accidentally, hopefully.
The Final Testament, which is Karrion Kross and AOP versus Lashley and the Street Profits.
Here's another match I don't care about.
I like Karrion Kross. I'm going Karrion Kross and AOP.
Yeah, I can see that. Although, I haven't been watching, so I don't know what's been going on.
Bobby
between-
Lashley's been getting his ass kicked.
Oh.
I saw
If
something on
Lashley's been getting his
Friday.
ass kicked, he's probably going to come back and win.
Yeah, I saw Karrion Kross's little getting in the ring and screaming at the camera, and I was not impressed. I'm going to go Bobby Lashley and Street Profits.
Yeah.
Okay. Billy?
Yeah, Bobby Lashley and Street Profits.
Okay. So this one, you got to pick one for the Raw titles and one for the SmackDown titles because the match is now, it's not over till both sets of belts are grabbed. So this is the chance for them to split the tag titles.
Oh.
You got the Judgment Day.
Ooh, you could wind up with split tag teams. Ooh.
No, obviously whoever grabs. You have Judgment Day, Awesome Truth, which is the Miz and R-Truth, Xavier and Kofi, Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, Pete Dunne and I don't know who the fuck the other guy is. New Catch Republic.
Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate, yeah.
And Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Johnny, same face.
Well, Garrison and Waller are going to win the SmackDown ones.
That's your pick?
Yeah, Waller and Theory. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
But Raw. Oh.
I think DIY for Raw.
Yeah, I'm thinking either DIY or Awesome Truth, just because it's our truth.
Yeah, and everybody loves the truth.
I think R-Truth's going to grab one of each.
The what?
R-Truth's going to grab one of each.
Then he would be double champion. Yeah, is that what you're picking?
That's how it's going to be. He's going
I'll
to pull one of each. And
I'm going to go DIY for Raw.
And you're going Awesome Truth for both, Justin?
I don't know. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. I'm going DIY for Raw and New Catch Republic for SmackDown. So we will follow up on that next week. Now, we got some sad news.
Yes. Louis Gossett Jr., the first African-American man to win supporting actor for his role in An Officer and a Gentleman, dies at 87. Probably best know him from Iron Eagle. But yeah, sad.
Another one not on the death pool list.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a long time, so I was...
Well, he's fucking 87.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's still actors that act up to that age.
He's no Clint Eastwood, I'll tell you that.
Oh.
Well, everybody deals with age in their own way. Chilling Adventures of Sabrina actor Chance Perdomo passed away at age 27.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I did watch that show. It was a good show. First season.
He was in that new The Boys spinoff, wasn't he? I think he was Gen V. Was it?
I don't
know. Yeah, something along the line, Gen V. And lastly, Total Recall visual effects Oscar winner Tim McGovern passed away at 68. Condolences to all their friends and family. It's never easy being cheesy. But now for some lighter news, we have some new trailers.
Yeah, we start with Unfrosted, which is a Netflix movie that's coming out soon. Stacked cast. It's got like Jim Gaffigan's in it, Jerry Seinfeld.
Amy Schumer.
Yes, Amy Schumer.
Is it Melissa McCarthy in it too?
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. Now, it could be really good, but usually when you have these giant ensemble casts, it's usually really bad. So I don't.
Yeah, this could go either way.
Yeah.
Who knows?
But since it's a Netflix, it could be a fresh from the stream when it comes out.
Yeah. It looks like it. I mean, probably be funny.
I think it would have been better as a animated movie where the first Pop-Tart gets made, and then he finds this Pop-Tart land where all these different flavors and some are in the freezer, and like I heard a really good pitch for a Chex Mix movie. Oh my god!
Christ.
I'm gonna find it and send it to you guys. That they used to do a 5-minute movie on the Movie Crib, and they had 5 minutes to pitch it, and I was fucking sold. If I had $1 million, that shit would be in production now. So yeah, Unfrosted coming to Netflix soon.
Yay!
Yeah.
And when we have Bad Boys, Ride or Die. I didn't watch the last one, to be honest with you.
I don't think I did.
Was the last one 3 or 4?
3.
3. I think.
Okay, yeah, I've watched that one.
Bad Boys for Life, wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, I think
yes.
so. Yeah, I
Bad
didn't
Boys,
watch
Bad
that.
Boys 2, Bad Boys for Life.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't watch
I
that
might
one.
watch it.
I'll check it out.
Mhm.
Nostalgia thing, you know.
I don't know.
But
We'll see. We'll see.
it
Did
looks
he
like
slap
one
anybody?
of those. I don't know. That one scene in the convenience store looks kind of funny.
Yeah.
I told you.
I can relate.
We can all relate with that at one point. We
Are those
have
fresh? I made them yesterday.
kids. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about that. I thought you meant fucking kids buying more shit than they can.
Yeah.
All right. Billy, what you watch this week?
Oh, like I said, I have a list. So
Are you on Letterboxd?
no. No.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So started off. I watched Prisoners of the Ghostland. It's a Nick Cage one. It was good. I enjoyed it.
That
It's
Tubi?
weird, huh?
Was it on?
No, that was
Tubi?
Shudder. That's Shudder. It's a Shudder exclusive. It's where he plays like some criminal who robs a bank in Samurai Town, Japan, and he gets.
Yeah, because that's the place to do that.
It's got what's his name from the guy who played from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, Bill Moseley. He's in it.
Oh, I'm going
Yes.
to meet him later this month.
Nice. Yeah, he plays like this rich warlord who sends him, who straps him into this suit that has bombs on his arms, bombs around his neck, and one bomb on each testicle.
Well, now we don't have to watch it. Just ruin the best part.
No.
Gotta be thorough.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he sends him to go rescue his granddaughter from the ghost land. It is a strange movie, but it's worth watching.
Sounds
And then we go to Hobgoblins, which is one of the worst movies ever made. Yeah, it's just hand puppets for the bad guys. The little.
Do they look like the little like the little goblins that they used to sell with the eyes moving?
No. Nothing like that.
I'd be all in if they did that. How
Yeah,
did they
I
not make a
watched,
Boglins movie?
Yeah, Hobgoblins. You probably want to skip it.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
Yeah, Return to Nukem High Volume 1. I watched that. Now, these two I watched because I found the second one on Tubi. I hadn't watched it, but I was like, okay, if I'm going to watch the second one, I should find the first one first. So I found the first one on YouTube. It's a movie called Psycho Cop. It's not Maniac Cop with Bruce Campbell. It's different. But I like them. The first one was very low budget. The guy who plays Phyllis's husband on The Office plays Officer Jim Vickers, he's a satanic cop. He goes around just killing people. And the second one's Psycho Cop Returns. It's kind of more of the same, except it's a much higher budget, and it takes place, instead of being out in the middle of nowhere, takes place in an office building where he terrorizes a bachelor party. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question.
Strange.
How'd you go from Return to Nukem High Volume 1 to Psycho Cop? You didn't even talk about Nukem High.
Yeah, it was okay. I mean,
I'm not gonna talk about everything.
I'm not going to talk about it. It's just I got a long list here.
She fucks a chicken. A duck.
I know.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Okay, so the next movie was Ready or Not, which was interesting because, and right after I watched this, I read that they're actually starting Ready or Not 2. And have you guys watched Ready or Not yet?
Yeah.
It's the one.
Did. I would have
You
swore
did?
you did. No?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
It's that hide and
Okay,
seek
then,
one,
John.
right?
Yeah. Samara Weaving, the girl
Yeah.
from Mayhem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're bringing it. They're making a second one, and they're bringing her back.
Yeah.
How?
Okay. How would they bring in what's her face back for Scream 7?
I don't know.
Courtney Cox. She died in the last one.
I don't know.
It's movie magic, Bill.
Yeah, I know. Well, okay, then of course I watched Major League.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about that more. And I watched Reservoir Dogs again. Classic. Love that movie. I watched this Australian-made movie. I had heard about it on Reddit. Like, people said it was pretty good and to give it a try. So it's called Body Melt. It's about like this pharmaceutical company that's like giving these people these vitamins and their bodies melt. And it was all right.
No.
Yeah. All right. And then I felt better. So this weekend I went and saw Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire. It was good. I enjoyed it. Had fun. I mean, you played your part well, John. Yep. Yeah. And then on Easter, I watched the last drive-in episode, Rotten Tail. Starred Corin Nemec, who we all remember from the old Fox TV sitcom Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
I
Justin, you
know
remember
what
that?
you're talking about.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm talking about? Okay.
Yeah. Had the big kid, the big guy from My Name Is Earl.
Yes.
Right?
No, it's not him.
No, not him. It's but it's the big guy with the hair there.
Yeah.
Kubiak's
character's name. Yeah. But no, he plays a scientist who gets bitten by a mutant rabbit and he turns into a evil rabbit and he goes to try to kill a televangelist who, as a teenager, killed his pet rabbit. It was strange. And then finally, because Mickey never watched it, we watched The Matrix 25th anniversary edition. So, yeah, I told you.
Did she like it? Did she like it?
Yeah, she liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did AJ watch Return to Nukem High with you?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Now that it's been a half an hour, Justin, what did you watch?
And John, just so you know, that guy that we were talking about, he's the guy from Christmas Bloody Christmas.
Oh, okay. Good movie.
Let's see. So what did I watch? More than you probably expect. So let's see. I did watch Major League at some point in the last day. I watched Me Time, Kevin Hart, Mark Wahlberg movie again.
Me Time?
Still love that. Me Time, yeah, on Netflix. Mark Wahlberg, Kevin Hart.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that.
I haven't watched it. I'll
Came out a while ago.
Me Time.
Pretty funny. Fairly funny. Let's see. Last night I watched Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and Hot Tub Time Machine 2. Just because. Why not? Right?
Yeah.
Tubi?
Well, I did have to search to find 2.
The first one I know is on Tubi.
First one was but it's on Prime.
Yeah.
Was it on Vudu?
Oh no, 2 was on Prime. I didn't go to Vudu first.
Oh.
God, you made me lose my train of thought. Jesus
Hot Tub
Christ.
Time Machine, Hot Tub Time Machine 2.
Basketball, which I watched today. Because, if it's on, gotta watch it. Death on the Nile, which is the Hercule Poirot movie. Which those movies are great. These newer ones, I really enjoy those.
Yeah, I saw The Haunting in Venice. That was a good one.
Yeah, I watched it a while ago. I watched Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
The one in Boston?
Yeah, and then I watched Godzilla versus Kong because I legit hadn't seen those. I've seen Kong Skull Island a few times and that one was really good, so I decided to watch the rest of them. I did not watch the first Godzilla. I don't know why, just didn't. Crap. There was a bunch of minutia along the way, just minor movies that I've probably watched 30 times in the last 2 months. All those fun. Like I watched Step Brothers again. Talladega Nights came up.
Ooh.
Ace Ventura came up. They're on all the time. So
All right. Is that
I
it?
think that's good. I think so.
Well, I had a light week. When did we last record? What was last Monday's date?
Monday.
So I watched I watched a documentary on the Idaho college murders that, where that guy went into that house and killed 4 of the 6 people living inside. Very interesting. Then I watched a documentary on the Gabby Petito case. I was in a documentary mood. Then I watched Major League, which we'll talk about. Then I fucked myself and I had to watch Major League 2. The Iron Claw.
Oh yeah, I watched that this week too.
I saw that a while ago.
And then yesterday I was kind of going through my movies and I came across 21, so I watched that about the MIT kid that Kevin Spacey. And today, because it's April 1st, I watched April Fool's Day, the remake, not the original.
Boo.
So, and then, I finished Rescue Me. I started Sons of Anarchy again. Didn't get to go see Ghostbusters this weekend. Maybe this coming weekend I'll go. And yeah, that's all I watched. So now I think it is time for our feature presentation.
Harry Doyle here, welcoming all of you to another season of Indians baseball.
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
We'd love for you to come to spring training for a shot at this year's club.
By the way, you were with me last night. Who's this chick on top of me?
We'd still like to take a look at you at our spring camp.
Not sure I can make it by then.
Who is that?
Serrano.
What's his religion?
Voodoo.
Hey! Willie Mays Hayes here. Play like Mays, and I run like Hayes. How you doing? What the hell league you been playing in?
California Penal.
Don't you have any proven major league talent?
Now, I want to put together a team that'll help us relocate to Miami.
You want us to lose?
We've been losing. What I want is for us to finish dead last.
This year, the Cleveland Indians have a multi-talented team. The first offering just a bit outside. They're masters of the sacrifice.
He's looking to sacrifice a live chicken.
One whole chicken, just like you said.
The double play.
Excuse me.
I have a much better body than she does.
Big for me, she really does.
And the pickoff.
Every time we win, we peel a section.
Tom Berenger.
Zipper under skirt stuck.
Use your imagination.
Charlie Sheen.
These things make me look ridiculous.
Seeing's the most important thing, son. I don't think it's that important.
Corbin Burnson. And Bob Uecker.
Haywood swings and crushes one towards South America.
Major League.
That ball wouldn't have been out of a lot of parks.
Name one.
Yellowstone.
This week we are covering Major League, which was released on April 7th, 1989. Directed by David S. Ward. Had a sequel, Major League 2 and Major League Back to the Minors.
Distributed by Paramount Pictures, 20th Century Studios, box office $75 million, cinematography by Ronaldo Villalobos, rating R, runtime of 1 hour and 46 minutes, currently streaming on Max, Hulu, and Prime with subscription as well as purchases on all streaming sites.
Yes, and quite a cast on this one. You have Tom Berenger as Jake Taylor, Charlie Sheen as Ricky Wild Thing Vaughn, Corbin Burnson as third baseman Roger Dorn, Margaret Whitten as Rachel Phelps, James Gammon as Lou Brown, the manager, Rene Russo as Lynn Westlin. And of course, Bob Uecker as Harry Doyle. Wesley Snipes as center fielder Willie Mays Hayes. Charles Cyphers as Charlie Donovan, the general manager. Chelsea Ross as Eddie Harris. Dennis Haysbert as Pedro Serrano. Andy Romano as first base coach Pepper Leach. Did we really have to name the third base coach?
Just keep going.
They were in that a lot. They did a lot in that movie.
Yeah, Steve Yeager as third base coach Duke Temple. Pete Vukovich as Haywood. Willie Miller as Duke Simpson. Stacy Carroll as Suzanne Dorn. And Keith Uchima and Kurt Uchima as part of my favorite part of the movie, the groundskeepers.
They're still shitty.
Shitty.
So, as with every typical baseball movie, the owner dies and leaves it in the hands of somebody that's going to ruin the dynasty.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't say the Cleveland Indians around this time had a dynasty, but...
No, what's funny is, when they're doing the beginning, they say it's been 34 years since their last World Series. Well, now it's another 35 years, and they still haven't won anything.
It's the Cleveland fucking Indians. What do you expect?
Yeah. But they're not in Miami, so they did show her.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert. Sorry, I know we haven't talked about the end of the movie yet, but...
So, of course, the owner leaves it to his wife, who's a former Vegas showgirl. And of course, she wants money and warmth and wants to move the team to Miami, but legally can't due to a contract stating that if attendance, she can only do it if attendance drops below a certain number and they don't win.
And make it believable. Come on, that's bullshit. They let owners move whenever the hell they want. Look what's going on in Oakland right now. Those poor fans with the Oakland A's.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. Please don't enlighten
fuck
me.
that owner.
Basically, they're up and they were just going to move the team to Vegas.
Yeah, but Vegas said no.
Yeah, but Vegas finally said, maybe you guys should look into keeping your team there.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, they've been sharing their stadium for however long, haven't they? Isn't it also a football stadium?
Yeah, it was. Well, they're not anymore.
Yeah, because
but
they
had
got rid of the football team.
Yeah.
But who gives a shit about the Oakland A's? Do Oakland A's fans even give a shit about the Oakland A's?
Yes, they do. That's the thing.
Mary's aunt and grandmother go to most of the home games. Somebody over there has season tickets, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They care about that team. But,
well,
because I mean, that's a team that has history too. That's not a team that's no World Series or anything like that. So
yeah.
It's not Red Sox history or anything. But
imagine if they tried to move the Red Sox out of Boston.
Good fucking luck.
There'd be riots.
They're gonna have a hell of a time getting them into a new stadium.
No,
you kidding me?
I'm not going to a game until they do.
Well, that's only because you don't fit.
I don't. No.
Fenway Park is not made for people nowadays.
They force Billy to the handicap section.
They do. Yeah. I mean, it was funny because, remember the last time we went there, I tried sitting on the back of the chair. The guy's like, no, you can't do that. I was like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do? My knees.
Not that.
No, it's not even that. It's just I'm too tall.
Oh, I know. So a funny story about that. So this had to be fucking 2008.
Is this the time you dented the bumper on the truck?
No. So they had this thing where military could get in for free and then get an extra ticket.
Yeah.
So me and Mark and Kyle went and sat outside Will Call on Lansdowne Street for about 2 hours. Then Dad showed up at the last half hour of waiting.
Of course.
And
steal the glory.
So we're sitting there and they're getting ready to start, and some lady walks by and beans Kyle in the head with a briefcase. And she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm Sue. I work with the Red Sox. I have 2 tickets for the brand new Coca-Cola seats up at the top on the third baseline. Would you guys like them?" So we're like, "Yeah, fucking you guys take those tickets. We'll get the free tickets and go inside. And we'll meet up, like, the couple innings in, have a beer or whatever." Mark had never been to Fenway Park. So, it was an experience for him. Yeah. Sitting in the grandstands. Mark is about as tall as I am. I was about 6'3", 300 pounds at the time. He was about 6'2", and probably about 205 pounds. But the guy sitting next to him was about 5'8" and about 400 pounds. So very uncomfortable. Well, my father and Kyle are up there getting free hot dogs and free drinks and waving at us every time we looked over at him. And he tried to sneak us. My father tried to sneak us up, but it didn't work. So I think that was the last time I went to Fenway.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Actually, no. We went.
Yeah. Last time I went, I think, was probably Papelbon's major league debut.
Oh, Jesus.
That game. That's how long it's been.
That was the last. No, that's not the last game I was.
That was like 2005, 6, something like that.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That was a great game to be at, though. I remember that game.
Yeah, you were there, weren't you?
Yeah, that's how I know you got kicked into the fucking handicap section, because I was pissed because I was with you and I got kicked back to the fucking handicap section.
Yeah.
The last game I went to, we stood on the.
I spent the time standing up because they didn't fucking give me a seat.
Actually, I may have been one more time since.
I've been a couple times.
My father got tickets to the
last thing I remember.
Green Monster seats. That was an experience. We had a beer cart at each end, so he was happy. But let's get back to Cleveland. So they hire Lou as their manager, and he's kind of in the middle of a sales call selling tires.
Mm-hmm.
So as we're at spring training, we see all these new players. We have Roger Dorn. First thoughts.
Dickhead.
Yep. Entitled prick.
Yep. Hot wife, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what about Lou? What were your first impressions of Lou? He seems like a straight shooter.
Yeah.
Straight shooter.
I loved how he didn't take any of like Dorn's shit.
Yeah.
Didn't take anybody's shit.
Nope.
I'm too old to go diving into a locker.
Yeah. Willie Mays Hayes.
It just shows up.
Yeah.
I wonder if he was the one that was on the phone for the white ball tires. Remember when he said, I got a guy on hold for white ball tires, and he shows up in that car and
white wall?
Yeah.
Not ball.
I'm sorry. White ball. White ball. Yeah. Baseball.
White ball is a completely different thing.
So, what about Serrano?
I love Serrano.
Yes, Jobu. Love Jobu.
I think it's the second one when he introduces
Batwoman.
Buddha to
Hats for bats.
Jobu. Yeah.
Hats for bats.
And of course we have Wild Thing.
Wild Thing.
Fresh out of the penitentiary league.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Sheen.
Quite the haircut.
Yeah, a very stylish haircut. And likes to cut the sleeves off of things.
Mm-hmm.
I feel it,
Yeah, we know someone like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to show the guns, Sun's out, guns out.
Funky haircut, cut sleeves off of things. Mm-hmm.
Start calling me the Wild Thing.
I don't know about wild.
Yeah.
It's a large thing.
Fuck you. That's right. It is large. Let me scratch the tip. Hold on. But, all right. So first practice doesn't really go all that well. Vaughn can't hit the broadside of a barn.
Nope. Willie Mays just pops it straight up. What do you say? He says, "Run like Mays, hit like shit."
Yeah. But every time he pops up, he owes Lou
You
20
owe me
push-ups.
20 push-ups.
And he makes Dawn do sit-ups, but that's not in his contract.
I don't have to do kills any unnecessary
He takes the contract, throws it on the ground, and pisses on it.
And what about Taylor?
Jake Taylor.
Jake Taylor.
I can relate.
Oh, we can all
no
relate.
knees. Well,
trust me, we can all relate to that. I felt his pain.
Yeah.
But
yeah, but you don't squat down like that.
No.
No, not anymore.
Time.
Just bending over is a fucking exercise. So after the first practice, they actually took Hayes' bed and put him outside.
Yeah, and
and
then
go ahead.
No, then he tore. Well, this is before the first practice.
Yes.
Because he runs to get he gets out of the bed, comes around and runs past the two that are racing, and just blows them away, which is how he gets invited to actually.
That's true.
Yeah.
An interesting fact, I was reading the trivia for this movie. Wesley Snipes had no history of playing any baseball. This was all new to him.
Yeah.
That's not surprising. Given, granted he's an actor and he's, hamming it up in the batting cage, but I mean,
so
makes sense.
It's red tag day. They put the red tag in the locker if you cut.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them ends up in Wild Thing Vaughn's locker.
Yeah.
And he fucking loses his shit.
You can't
goes
tell
right in the
me
lose.
I wouldn't immediately try that to you.
What?
I would be the one hanging the fucking pink tag in your goddamn locker to set you off and send you in there to yell at the fucking manager.
It doesn't take much nowadays. Trust me.
Yep.
It
was all a joke.
Packages.
Yeah.
Not a very funny joke, but it was all a joke by Dorn. That dickhead.
Pretty funny.
And he fucks Dawn up.
Oh yeah.
Well, Lou does tell Vaughn that he doesn't cut him, but he likes his. We'll call it Moxley. His
Moxie.
Moxie.
Not Moxley. That's.
But the reason I accidentally said that because it was in my head. This is one of his favorite movies. It was in his book last week that I listened to. That's where he got the song for his walkout, Wild Thing. So opening day versus the Yankees. God, I love the facial hairstyles back in the 90s or the 80s. That one guy with the big mustache.
Yep.
Well, that's
the handlebar.
That's a problem because the Yankees don't allow facial hair.
Yeah, that's true.
What year did that take effect, though?
That was long ago because it was Don Mattingly was
forever. They have never allowed facial hair
was
on
like
players.
Don Mattingly famously got into arguments about his.
That was like when Johnny Damon went from the Red Sox with the beard to
clean
shaven.
He shaved it because he was going to the Yankees.
Yeah, look at Verdugo. Just right now. Left the Red Sox, was on the Yankees.
I couldn't tell you anything about baseball nowadays.
Well, the Yankees still suck.
Yeah. Well, the Red Sox really suck.
Well, yeah, but they suck in the actual playing.
Opening day just started the other day. Let's not fucking jump down.
They're fucked.
Fair weather fan.
This year. Ownership don't give a rat's ass right now.
Well,
they're looking
they have said that in in interviews.
So one of the subplots of this is not only the Indians trying to prove the bitch wrong, but Jake trying to win back his old flame, Rene Russo.
By reading Moby Dick.
Lane Westland.
But not just any Moby Dick, the graphic novelization of Moby Dick, the comic book.
And I mean,
idea.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's something I would pull.
I like the fucking Moby Dick for dummies.
Yeah, exactly.
Cliff Notes.
Cliff Notes, yeah. You got to admit though, that was kind of slick how when he was at the restaurant and saw her, then called her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I bet you're wearing that black dress, aren't you? Oh, yeah. That's not cool.
Nowadays.
I like Ricky in the
10.
Ricky in the restaurant there.
Yeah,
they got chili dogs.
Yeah, wearing his vest and a tie. That's it.
Yep.
So they're budding romance throughout the movie. Yeah, they had to bring something for the ladies, you know.
I guess so. I could have done without it.
I will say I love Lou's motivation.
Yeah, the cutout.
The cutout
of the showgirl.
Every time they win.
So they had that picture. That was an easy find.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, she was a showgirl, so they just put a dress on her and took it off every time they won. Took a piece off.
Yep.
And I understand why. She tried to cut costs at every fucking turn. They went from luxury planes to cargo planes.
Yep. To the bus.
To the bus.
To no hot water.
Yep, no hot water.
To if you put your feet too low in the jacuzzi, you're going to get your fucking toes chopped off by a goddamn boat motor.
That was the ice bath. They had it in the ice bath. They were holding it while Jake was in there.
Is there a ghost in your room?
No, why?
No, it's AJ.
Oh, I thought you were talking
the
to
door
me.
opened. No.
No.
Yeah. Or it might be Mickey. It's
Well-
one or the other. Oh, and I got this Pee-wee. Pee-wee came to visit me.
That fucking dog barks once.
Yeah. I'll have him play with Hunter. That way you'll have to get him a dog. He'll love
that.
He'll love Hunter. Pee-wee and Hunter will get along like best buds. I'm telling
There
you.
will never be a dog in this house.
You say that now.
Unless it's one of
Daddy.
these cute little Yorkies.
Daddy.
It ain't fucking happening.
Pee-wee's not much bigger than a Yorkie. He's a little tiny guy.
I like Yorkies. I donate money to save a Yorkie every year. So
You got a Yorkie.
I've thought about it. Who's going to take care of it when I'm
John running around with a little bow in its hair.
Get a little
John,
man purse,
with
put
his
it-
hair, he'll do the matching. I know it. I could see
Yeah.
it. John walking down with a big pink bow. I can see it.
All right. I do want to point out, because we're getting to that point, I want to point out an error in the discussion points. John calls this a championship game. There is no championship game in this. It was a tiebreaker for the American League East pennant. That's all it was.
Listen, it was fucking midnight when I watched it.
It wasn't a championship
I call
game.
it whatever the fuck I want to call it.
That's how pathetic the Cleveland Indians were.
Listen,
They were just excited to make it to the playoffs.
You know what? They treated it like it was a championship game.
Yeah.
The
That's about as
fans
close as
treated
they've
it
ever
like a
gotten
championship
in, like,
game.
Forever.
They treated it like a championship game.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't.
They proved her wrong that
'Cause
they
they
could bring
suck.
the crowds were
Well, I mean,
enormous.
Technically, that just by getting that opportunity to play that game, they beat the woman. They didn't even have to win that game to beat her.
Oh, yeah.
They already beat her.
Yep.
They beat her 20-something games ago when
When people started showing up.
When last place was fucking solidified, because baseball, those things get figured out real freaking quick.
Yeah.
When it comes down to last place and the people who just don't have a chance. Half the time it's by the goddamn all-star break. And you know that, all right, these 3-4 teams.
Yeah, even back then, because remember, it was just American League East and American League West. You didn't have all the divisions.
Yeah.
So there were like 13 teams on, or it was like, what was it, like 8 teams per division, and it wasn't like the 3 or 4 teams they are now.
But definitely sticking it to her. The place is full, and they call out the Wild Thing. Now he has glasses because he's figured out that he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Hell of a fastball. Just his aiming was a little off. I love when he took the head off the cutout, the metal cutout.
It
shows it all dinged up. But, they do win the game, correct? Right.
Yes, they won.
So
and Jake Taylor's Suicide Squad.
Oh, yes, yeah. I wouldn't have done that.
Oh.
But, just the little things they did throughout the games, like Willie Mays Hayes and his stealing bases and, Serrano getting the snakes. Could have gone without that, but so
you love snakes.
Fuck you.
Jobo kicking the crap out of Jesus.
Harris drinks the fucking rum. Oh, need more rum. And the bat comes flying and smashes him in the back of the head.
That's called karma, bitch.
Yeah, it is.
So there was an alternate ending. The theatrical release shows Rachel Phelps in the owner's box in the final game, showing dismay with the team's success. And this is the last time she is seen in the film. An alternate final scene included on the Wild Thing Edition DVD shows a very different characterization. Lou Brown confronts Phelps over her plan to sabotage the team and tenders his resignation. Phelps reveals that, in fact, she loves the team and never intended to move them, but the club was on the verge of bankruptcy and she inherited it from her late husband. Unable to afford top players, she personally scouted unproven players and took a chance on the veterans who were considered washed up. She invented plans to move to Miami as a rouse to motivate the team, and she pretended she was taking away basic amenities despite the players to conceal that the team could not afford them. Brown does not resign, and Phelps reasserts her authority by saying that if he shares any part of their conversation with anyone, she will fire him. Film producers said that while the twist ending worked as a resolution of the plot, they scrapped it because...
It doesn't work in any way with the way the movie should end.
No.
Yeah.
That would have been like that would have like it. I don't think this movie would have gotten where it is if they had done that, because that would have been like the fucking Lost twist. Everybody would have been like, "Fuck you."
And that would have been
no
the end
way.
of it. There wouldn't have been a Wild Thing. I mean, Major League
It
2.
would have been like, that's like I woke up and the whole movie was a dream. Fuck you, you pretentious filmmaking asshole. It's like, don't do stupid shit like that.
Well, because of a test screening, the audience preferred Phelps' character as a villain, so that's why they.
She's a good villain too.
She was.
It's a bitch.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Billy! Whoa!
See
Whoa!
you next Tuesday, there, guys.
Whoa! Whoa!
She is. I mean, come on.
Well, it was a fun run while it lasted 2.5 years. At least we made it to 100 before we got canceled.
Hey, you can call a character in a movie a bitch, okay?
Yes.
You took it to a whole nother level, though.
No, I said she will see you next Tuesday, Billy.
Once again,
message read loud and clear.
The thoughts are reflected here on the Movie Bar Podcast of those of the individuals that state them and not of the podcast or the other.
Everybody's
stuff
well aware of that.
Yeah.
The way you turtle. Fucking PK Subban anytime Brad Marchand comes near you. Don't touch me with that shit.
So an interesting fact I learned was that this was made and released as a sports video game. It was developed by Lanier and published by Ireme exclusively for the family computer NES in Japan in 1989. Why didn't we get a Major League game? But this shows they really will turn any movie into a video game in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Probably still got the Nintendo seal of approval.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how about the length of the movie? We were at hour and 46 minutes. An hour 46. I think it told the story well.
Mm-hmm.
You want the comedies between an hour and 46, like an hour and 30.
Yeah, no longer than 2 hours. Definitely, it got to be under 2 hours.
If it hits the 2 hour marks, that just deserves a sequel to begin with. But as we stated, it did have 2 sequels.
Yep.
The fucking dog. Just step on him.
Took me a second to realize that was a dog. I was like, what was that?
So it did have a sequel, Major League 2, where majority of the cast came back. And I didn't even realize Willie Mays Hayes wasn't in it. No, he was in it.
He was, but it was a different actor.
That wasn't Wesley Snipes?
No.
Oh, maybe that's what threw me off.
Yeah.
And there it is. That's the statement that gets us canceled.
I mean, that was at 2 a.m, so I didn't fucking.
Yeah, sure.
But do you think this movie, then Major League 3, which back to the minors, then
you have no marbles.
That was the second one.
I love that. I love that guy.
Which we will be covering in approximately 3 weeks.
Oh boy.
So we're bookending the month of April with Major League 1 at the beginning of the month and Major League 2 at the end of the month. Do you think there is a reboot potential for this movie?
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely. You got you don't even have to be, it doesn't even have to be Cleveland. It can be any team. You got Tampa Bay Rays.
They're playing pretty good now.
Yeah. Okay.
They had a couple good seasons.
Yeah. Could be.
You could probably still stick in that general Ohio, Michigan area, though.
Yeah, well, like the Detroit line, the Tigers or Minnesota.
Yeah. The Reds.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah.
Is there any actor you could think to play like the Jake Taylor character?
I mean, any older, slightly graying comedic actor now, I guess. I don't know.
How about Wild Thing?
I hate it when you ask these stupid goddamn questions. No, they're going to be different characters because it's going to be a different movie in a different town. So it won't be a Wild Thing. It'll be somebody different.
Get Liam Neeson to play the manager. Why not?
You okay with that?
Yeah.
Every time you hit the ball up, you owe me 20.
Yes.
And I will collect. Well, there was actually talks of a Major League 3 with Charlie Sheen coming back as Wild Thing, where he comes out of retirement to train a new kid. But that was in 2017, so I don't think that's happening. I don't know what he's doing nowadays, but yeah. That's he also
he's taking a whole lot of drugs to stave off all those goddamn diseases he has, I think.
Yeah. Because he's winning. Tiger Blood.
Tiger Blood. Yep.
Okay. Do we recommend Major League?
Absolutely. It's a classic.
Hell yeah. Most definitely.
Movie. Even if you don't like baseball, you don't need to know anything about baseball to watch it. It's a comedy that stands on its own.
All right. That's you, Justin.
Oh, I suppose you can have some ratings. Well, your fucking rating is the first one it asked for. So what's your goddamn rating?
I give it a 4 out of 5.
I'll give it a 4 1/4, I'd say.
I'd say 4. I was thinking 4.
4, yeah.
Yeah.
IMDb gives it the 7.2. Rotten Tomatoes with the 83. And Letterboxd with the 3.5 out of 5. Now, next week, we're going to have some fun. We're going to cover the 30th anniversary.
Before we go to that, I know we're covering it in 3 weeks, but the Rotten Tomatoes score for Major League 2, single digits. That's all I'm saying.
Next week, we're going to cover the 30th anniversary of a movie I should not have seen in the theaters, but I did. Serial Mom, starring Kathleen Turner, John Waters, and Matthew Lillard.
Yes. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. I was thinking about it when I was doing the research.
Sure I've watched this with you.
We went and saw it with Auntie Jeannie.
Yeah, we did.
We shouldn't have.
Movie. I like this movie. This is a good movie.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't
anyways,
watched it, I don't think, since then. So.
Well, I'll definitely be watching it in the next week.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I watched it with you, John.
We might have, but the old noggin doesn't.
Yeah, you don't remember much.
Yeah. But we'll see if it sparks any memories next week when I watch it.
Yeah, for kind of like bring it all back, I should watch this one with AJ.
Mickey might kill you.
Nah.
I mean, it does have everything in it. It's got the gore, it's got the boobs, it's got chicks with dicks. It's got everything.
Okay, I don't think I've seen this one. I think I've never seen like that. There's certain things that stick out in a man's mind. But...
You'll know what I mean once you watch it.
Okay. Well, that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for joining us today.
Before we go, find us on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcast, and wherever you found this podcast.
And don't forget to follow us on social media to stay updated on future episodes and join the conversation. You can find us on X,
Twitter,
Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at movie_bar_pod and at the Movie Bar Podcast on Facebook.
Until next time, keep the popcorn popping and the reels rolling. And we will catch you next time on the Movie Bar Podcast.
Don't forget your copy of Chicks with Dicks.